What's up, everybody? It's Christopher Terrence Jones, aka Mr. Chris T. Jones. How are you doing today? Hope you are having a great and wonderful day. It's a beautiful day because you're alive. One more day to get up and set some goals and reach for some dreams. You can do it, I promise you. Now, I just wanted to weigh in on the MoNique Netflix boycott situation. I've seen so many people talk about it on Facebook, Twitter, even on Instagram. I've seen some stuff. Today on the radio station here in the Bay Area, Northern California, KBLX, I just happened to have them on while I was driving my route at work. And they talked about what were your thoughts on the MoNique's Netflix boycott. There, as well as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and just the other social medias, I was so hurt by so many people who just decided that they wanted to slander MoNique. They were all negative. The majority was negative. The majority of the backlash that's coming, and there was people who went so far to say that she wasn't even relevant anymore and that her time has passed because of her previous situation with Lee Daniels and Oprah and Tyler Perry. Now, what I want to say is, when do we support our own? When do we get behind our own brothers and sisters, people of color? I'm going to say this and then I'll leave it alone. Lee Daniels went out to blackball MoNique. He's black, she's black. That was wrong. I don't care if you didn't like something that she didn't do. That was wrong. You tear down an African American woman in the public eye. That was wrong. Now, I'm going to leave that alone. So, MoNique, who is an amazing comedian, who has brought money to the table with several movies, TV show, she's worth more than $500,000. So many of you got on social media and you just said she's not relevant, she's not worth that, she's not as good as Amy Schumer. And let me be honest, before Snatched, I had no clue to who Amy Schumer was. I watched Snatched and it wasn't even a hit movie for me. It wasn't funny. MoNique did a video giving you facts. See, that's what we have to do. We have to fact check everything before we start making decisions. A lot of you have listened to bloggers and let bloggers tell you what the real story is, but that's their version of the real story. MoNique talked about Snatched and how much the movie was budgeted for. She told you how many theaters it was in, and she told you how much the movie made. She in turn gave you the movie she did with David Talbert, which was amazing, love it. She told you what the budget was. She told you how many theaters it was in and how much it made. Because Netflix came back to her and said that it was about the money. Well, if it was about the money and the resume, MoNique brought in the money. You go watch the video because I want her to get all the hits that she can get, so I'm not going to break down the detail. You just go support her. I stand with MoNique. People of color, it's time we start standing together. Our money brings a lot into this economy. So stop letting people tell you that we don't. We spend billions of dollars. Billions. Some of you will buy merchandise, cars, houses, before you can even afford to buy clothes, before you can even go get an education from school. You want the high life. So we spend the money. It's there. How many times do you see an all African American cast on a movie, on a TV show? It's happened. Yes, it has. Will Packard gave us an amazing movie called Girls Trip. They said it couldn't be done. He made over $100 million with a all black female cast. But it couldn't be done. Support our own. This makes me think back on how 11% of you, of African Americans, this is a fact. This is a fact. So don't come back at me all negative talking crazy, because this is a fact. Only 11% of African Americans voted. That's why we have a racist in the office right now, because you couldn't take time out of your busy schedule to go and vote. Voting was not always for us. We weren't always able to vote. So every time that there is a vote, you should be there. You should be running. You should be the first person in line to vote. Let's not put Trump in office again. Now, support our own. Go out and support MoNique. Most of you already paid for a cable bill in the first place, so why do you have Netflix? Just once, support your own people of color. Now, as I end, stop tearing down others to lift yourself up, to make yourself look good. There was a guy who did a comedy blog. Well, he's a blogger or whatever you want to call him. And he put the Emmy, the Oscar, the Grammy, and the Tony that Whoopi Goldberg won, which is called an EGOT. There's only 12 people, entertainers, who have done that. When MoNique stated that she was the most decorated comedian, it's the truth. Go fact check. Don't believe what I say. Don't believe what he said. And don't believe what fake media has been pushed across your timeline. Fact check for yourself. Stop being the weakest link and become the strongest link. It's your boy, Christopher Terrence Jones, a.k.a. Mr. Chris T. Jones, on all formats of social media. Follow me. If you don't like it, oh well. Peace. I'm out.